Hello, beautiful. Welcome back to another episode of Queen's Elevation Station with your host, Teniqua Denise. Thank you for coming back and for tuning back in. If this is your first time, welcome and thank you. My name is Teniqua Denise, and I help women elevate. I help them update, upgrade, and transform their lives into the person that they want to become. So, this is part 2, and I'm so glad you are here. Let's jump right in because this is actually a part 2 for an episode all about the saturation of your self-care and the glamorization of your self-care. So it was like a twofold thing. So I really am an advocate and promote saturation of self-care and abundance of it, as well as glamorizing it. It is a life changer, not only to give yourself everything that you desire and deserve and can have in regards to self-care, as well as glamorizing it on your budget, because we all have a budget, and I think it's very well possible for us to make the most of what we have, but make it worthwhile. We deserve that, and it can happen. So I wanted to have this chit chat because I think it's extremely, extremely important. I know we have been hearing self-care, self-care, self-care. It's been trending for a while, but hey, listen, trending things are most times things that actually work, that actually need to be taken heed to. So that's that. But I don't think in episode 1, I don't think I did a amazing job on explaining why self-care is so important, because I think we hear self-care and I already explained that we're not going to designate it to a day. We're going to give it to ourselves every single day of the week. But I think it's important to understand the benefits, like how deep this thing gets when we're talking about self-care and how profound it is on our lives and how it helps to rejuvenate us and fill us in a way that we can perform and be more productive and be more excited about life. Self-care and personal well-being goes hand in hand. We cannot run from it. We cannot deny it. So let's just accept it and give ourselves a saturated amount of it. So when we're talking about benefits, I just want to run through the benefits. Like I said, I don't think I really drove that home in episode 1, but I'm going to drive it home now, baby. Okay, so take note. For one, self-care, when we're talking about the impact it's having, the impact it can have on our lives, and it does have on our lives, self-care reduces stress. It is a stress reducer. Now, we all have to manage stress. Everybody in this world, irregardless of your economic status, of your job status, of your marital status, we all have stress. Self-care helps to reduce that, okay? Regular self-care activities, and this has been proven. These are not things, this is not really my opinion, even though these are things that I firmly stand by, but this has been proven that self-care activities such as deep breathing, meditation, engaging in hobbies that you enjoy significantly reduce stress levels. That's just a fact. And who doesn't need more of that, okay? So if nothing else, self-care definitely helps to reduce your stress. Sign me up, okay? And lower stress levels will contribute to better mental and emotional well-being. And we all need that. We all want to be emotionally well, mentally well, okay? So when we talk about reducing stress, it goes hand in hand with how good we feel about life, about ourselves. We also have the benefit of an improved mental health. We all have mental health, right? So when sometimes we hear mental health, we think of mental illness. No, mental health is something that we all have, just like physical health, just like emotional health, right? So self-care improves our mental health. It just does. Self-care practices such as mindfulness and positive affirmations, things like that contribute to an improved mental health for everybody. And when we pour more self-care into ourselves, we realize that we feel better mentally, right? So everything that we do for ourselves can't only be physical. The mental part is just as important, because without the mental, the physical ain't catching up. It really doesn't catch up. You really should have both hand in hand in order to feel a sense of well-being. When you manage your mental health, when you manage it, each and every one of us, to some degree, have dealt with some level of anxiety, of depression. So when we talk about self-care, an abundance of self-care will reduce anxiety, will help enhance your overall emotional well-being. So those are two really strong reasons why self-care is so important. It also helps our physical health, right? If we get adequate sleep, if we regularly exercise and have a balanced diet, these are self-care things, right? Sleeping on a better schedule and exercising regularly, that is self-care. And when we do those things, it directly links to our energy levels, our physical well-being. So if you want to be physically well, mentally well, basically what I'm saying is, it's that self-care. It's that self-care that will help you get to that point. And sometimes, we want to be well, but we don't do the things that are required of us to do in order to be well. And I just want to make it make sense. I want to help us make it make sense, because if we want something and there is scientific and obvious proof out there that this stuff works, I'm here to help us bring it to the forefront. Like, come on, let's just put it out there and do what you will. But I think it's my responsibility as a woman who helps other women, elevate their lives, that we're very honest about what will help us, right? Self-care will. And let's not minimize the importance of it. I'm going to just hit a couple of other main benefits of self-care. Increase productivity. Okay, so when you give yourself more self-care, you clear up your head. You give yourself clarity. You give yourself energy, and you are able to be more productive. Sounds like a win to me. I need more of that. A well-rested and focused mind will lead to more efficient performance on a daily basis too. Okay, so more self-care gives you more productivity. It will boost your self-esteem. So if you have a better sense of what your mental health is, if you have less stress, if your stress is reduced, if you have improved mental health, if you have enhanced your physical health, if you have increased your productivity, don't you feel better overall? Yes, absolutely. So this self-care thing that I am encouraging, advocating for, will help us boost our self-esteem. And when you boost your self-esteem, when you feel really good about yourself, the possibilities are endless. You are able to navigate life's challenges with a confidence that you may not have had before. So boosting your self-esteem enables us to do the unthinkable, to believe in ourselves, to go after those goals. And when we have a lower level of stress, more physical health, more mental health, more productivity, is going to lead to a boosted self-esteem. This is what self-care does. Let's get away from self-care Sundays and just have self-care lives, an abundance of self-care, a saturation of self-care in our lives. So when you saturate your life with self-care, you will see your relationships improve. When you feel good about yourself, you can actually be good to other people. The confidence you have in yourself makes you want to pour that into other people. And when other people see that confidence in you, they deal with you differently. Your relationships will improve. You will have a long-lasting impact on the people around you. When you start saturating your life with self-care, you will see how contagious it is. You will see people look at you in a different light, deal with you in a different light. Now, let me explain to you something about that light. Everybody's not going to be attracted to it. Some people are going to be envious of it, and some people are going to be intimidated by it. We don't worry about those people. What we want to do is have the biggest impact in a positive way. So by enhancing and saturating our lives with self-care, we can absolutely impact the relationships that we have in a positive way. It prevents burnout. When you take care of yourself really, really well, when you give yourself an abundance, a saturation of self-care, you are preventing burnout. You're taking time away from the hustle and bustle. You're taking time to tap into what you need for your well-being in your body. That's very important because burnout is very real. Burnout will lead to your mental health and your physical health not being where you want it to be. Burnout burns you out, hence the term burnout. We don't want that. So once again, saturating our lives with self-care is more than a bubble bath. And we talk about overall happiness and where we want to be and living fulfilled lives. This is how we get there. This is one of my favorites. That saturation of self-care, it will enhance the way you focus on your goals. If you think you focus on your goals now, really saturate your life with some self-care and you will see how you feel about your goals then. I have to share something. Last week, I did like a real saturation of self-care intentionally over the course of like 4 days out the week, like back to back. I went to a spa for a whole day. The following day, I got a massage. The following day, I did some hot yoga. But each day linked to the next day just created this bubble that I was in. And I just felt a sense of clarity and purpose and got to thinking about where I'm going, how I'm moving, the people around me. It just took me on a whole nother level of reflection, honestly. And what I came out of that abundance of self-care that I planned, I'm more focused on my goals now than I was 2-3 weeks ago, even more so. And if you think you're focused on your goals, if you think you're on the right track, saturate your life with self-care and you will see it tenfold. You will see the benefits times 10. I guarantee. It will increase our resilience as well. You know, when you take really good care of yourself, you're really tough. Because you're like, okay, I'm going to get through this. I can get through this because I know the other side. I know when I get through this, there is a side to life that's softer, that's more enjoyable. So I'm going to push through because I like a softer life, right? So knowing that there is this option for me to just take really good care of myself and doing the things that I enjoy and that feel good to me personally, they help me push through the hard times. And there's nothing in this world like resilience because life is going to life. It is going to be difficult. But I really feel that when we take really good care of ourselves and when we really saturate and glamorize our self-care and we raise our self-esteem and our physical health and our mental wellness and our productivity, when we do these things, we absolutely become more resilient. We do. It feels really, really, really good. And we want to maintain that feeling. And it's like nothing and nobody will come in between me and my goals. It creates resilience. So if you feel like sometimes life knocks you around a bit, maybe you're missing some self-care. Maybe you can use a little bit more. I'm just saying, I'm just a messenger. Just a messenger. So that's most of the benefits, right? That's a lot of them right there. So I just wanted to make sure that for those of us who are not really sold on this whole abundance of self-care and glamorizing the self-care that we do for ourselves, that I put it in perspective, how important it is. We're talking about mental health, physical health, self-esteem, productivity. What else did I say? Resilience, focusing on our goals, preventing burnout. These are the things that life is made of. These are the things that will help you push through and create this life that you dream about. So I know last time I was giving us some ideas on how to saturate your life in self-care, how to glamorize your self-care. Glamorize. So we already get the saturation part, right? Lots of it every day of the week. There is never too much of it, and fit it in where you can get it in, literally, right? I also wanted to give us a little bit, push towards this idea of glamorization, glamorizing our self-care. I was discussing creating a reading nook that is romantic, that is lit with candles, that has your flowers, if you're into it. Some people don't like flowers. What do you like? Do you like plants? Do you like fake plants? Do you just like a lot of candles? Give yourself what you love. That is glamorizing your life. There's always a way to get it on your budget. Your workspace. You can glamorize your workspace with things on a budget that is aesthetically pleasing to you. It just takes time. You have to carve out the time to say, okay, this is my workspace. This is how I could make it more aesthetically pleasing. I can glamorize it. My office is my haven. I have everything in there that speaks to me and my femininity. I'm all about femininity and the pinks and the purples and just the soft textures and the lighting. Your workspace, glamorize it. Go on Amazon or whatever website you get your best discounted items and find items that can help you glamorize your workspace. We spend a lot of time at work. We spend a lot of time in front of our computers sometimes, or, whatever your workspace is. Make it feel good to you. You can hang pictures or photos in a frame of, people that you love. You can create a scent that speaks to you and that makes you feel good when you walk into that space. Take care of your spaces, including your workspace, because 9 times out of 10, if you're spending 8, 9, 10, 12, 17 hours at work in your workspace, you should enjoy it. Right? If you are at your workspace and you always, keep water, a bottle of water on your desk, maybe you can upgrade your water bottle. I'm just saying, it's the little things that are the big things. Add some art to your workspace. That's helpful as well. I know when I was creating my workspace, that was really important to me, to have pretty art that I like and that I enjoy looking at. Shoot, if I have to be in this space for a few hours a day, I want to be attracted to the space. So I'm going to add some pieces of art that speak to my aesthetic, what's pleasing to me. Candle lit yoga or meditation. I've been doing this, and I actually, it's an experience. To turn off the lights. See, I meditate early in the morning. So at 5 a.m., it's still dark outside. You light some candles. You put on your meditation music or some soft jazz. You have your incense going or your diffuser, your essential oils flowing in the air. It's a vibe. It feels luxurious to me. And let me tell you something, I look forward to my yoga and my meditation at home because I have glamorized it. And not only is it, good for my body, mentally, it feels good. I feel glamorous. I feel like, wow, I deserve this. It looks really pretty, but it really wasn't expensive to create. But it's still luxurious. It is still glamorous. And it is still something that fills me up just as much as a massage or a day at the spa. I create my own spa right at home, okay? Your workout attire. If you work out, even if you just walk, right? Whatever movement you decide to do, because we are doing some movement in 2024, aren't we? Aren't we, ladies? Yes, we are. Whatever movement you decide to do, make sure your attire makes you excited about that activity. Get you some attire that makes you feel really excited and that you feel really good in, that you feel confident in, whether it's the fit, the size, the colors, make it happen. That is something else that definitely, when I started my workout journey a few years ago, I didn't really have any workout clothes, and something told me, treat yourself to something. Put it on Afterpay. It don't matter. We're not judging here. And I did that. And when that stuff came in the mail, baby, you couldn't tell me I wasn't Jane Fonda. Okay, I put that stuff on and I was excited. It felt good. I liked the way I looked. It was like, oh, let's create some content around, whatever I'm doing, because I feel good and I want to move my body because my body feels good and I look good. Yes, I glamorize my self-care by investing in some beautiful, comfortable attire for that activity. Elevate your workout gear, honey. Elevate it. Wear stylish and comfortable activewear. Treat yourself to that chic water bottle, to, those nice sneakers that you've been eyeing on. Get you some comfortable, pretty sneakers that you like, or just whatever you're into. I like pretty things. Some people just like, something a little bit more masculine. Whatever it is that you're into, treat yourself. You can personalize your self-care items with a consistent color theme or design or a cohesive and sophisticated aesthetic. You can monogram your towels and your bathrobe. That is elevating and glamorizing your self-care. It makes it fun. It makes it yours. Own it. And I always say, we are the CEOs of our lives, right? So if you work for Wingstop, they know what they want their employees to wear. You are your own employee. What do you want to wear in order to be the most productive? You want your employer to care about how you feel. You are the employer. How do you want to feel about yourself? How do you want to feel about yourself? You're the boss of your life. So if you want to feel cozy and sophisticated and, have a cohesive theme to bring the morale of your workspace called life, then do that. Don't let anybody tell you it's overboard. Don't be, embarrassed or shy about it. Whatever it is that speaks to you that you think you will enjoy, do that. This is one of my favorites, so I'm going to talk about this all day because I love flowers. Yes, flowers. One of my girlfriends came to my house recently and they were like, oh, these are some pretty flowers. You just have flowers just randomly? And I was like, well, my husband brings me home flowers every Friday. And if I see a nice bouquet of flowers during the week, while I'm out and about, I'll buy them for myself. So yeah, I'm going to have some flowers in this house because that's what I love. And the things that I love and that I enjoy, I'm going to do it. What is an extra few dollars towards a bouquet? And I'm not talking about your most expensive bouquet either. You can get a nice bouquet for $10, $15. If you listen, maybe you can't do it every week, but maybe once a month, maybe once every 3 months. You got to know what works for you, what feels good to you, but do not avoid what you like because life is busy, because you're not taking the time for yourself, because we went over the benefits. Not taking time for yourself is detriment to your well-being. Don't do it. I did it for years. I put everybody else before me. I did not put myself first. I did not even think about what I liked. I had no clue on how I could feel better about my spaces, about myself. Gave it no thought because I was on grind mode. I was on nitro. It was about go, make the money, take care of the kid, pay the bills, do the things, do all the things. Hang out, come home, wake up, go to work, do it all over again. Repeat, right? It was horrible because I didn't feel good about myself mentally, physically. My self-esteem wasn't there. So I know firsthand what not taking care of yourself looks like and what it feels like. I don't want that for us. And if you're out there listening and you could do more for yourself, do it like yesterday. Do it like yesterday because life is not guaranteed. and you don't want to have any regrets, let me give y'all a couple more ideas. Come up. This is an important one. And I just recently really started implementing this into my life. A personalized affirmation ritual. Personalized. This is your affirmation that you're going to do every day. And this affirmation is going to pour into you like it may be the only positive thing you hear about yourself all day. Shoot, it may be the only positive thing you hear about yourself for a month. Say it to yourself, right? You don't need anybody else to affirm you. You have to affirm. Develop a set of personalized affirmations that speak to you personally for what you're going through currently, where you want to be, where you want to see yourself, how you want to see yourself. You want to create personalized affirmations that resonate with your soul and your goals and your aspirations. Let me say that again. Develop a set. Just not one, more than one. Develop a set of personalized affirmations that resonate like it gives you chills. It feels like it's yours. You created it. It speaks to you with your goals and your aspirations. Where you want to be, the things you want to accomplish, affirm it. Create a personalized affirmation ritual that is yours. And maybe you say it once a day or you say it twice a day. But I'm going to need you to say it every single day. Affirm yourself. And I guarantee you, 6 months from now, if you do it every day, you will feel different about your goals and your aspirations. You will. And I'm doing it with you. Okay, because I know it works. This is something that will be a part of my life forever. Amongst other things, personalizing your affirmation ritual, we have to pour into ourselves. We have to feel good about ourselves. We can't depend on nobody else to do that. I don't care who you're married to. I don't care how supportive your family is, how many friends you think you have. At the end of the day, it is your responsibility to pour into yourself, to affirm yourself, to speak life into yourself. That is self-care. And that's glamorizing self-care, because we going to really take it over the top, okay? It's going to be more than I'm a millionaire. You're a millionaire that does what? Right? What are those millions going to do for you and your family? Glamorize it. What does your charity look like? What does your financial goals look like? Where can that take you? What can it do for you? Like, really dig deep. Carve out some time to come up with these affirmations and make it a ritual in your life. That is an abundance of self-care, because you're doing it every single day, at least once a day. And you're glamorizing it because, hey, these are your affirmations. Why wouldn't you? Right? Music. I can't speak enough about it. Yes, music can glamorize your life. It can be something that you do abundantly, that you saturate your life with. So do that. It can feel really, really good. Whether it's gospel music, jazz music, classical music, piano music, R&B, hip hop, whatever you're into, curate music into your life. Create your life soundtrack that you go to when you want to feel good, when you want to get energized, when you getting ready for the day, when you're getting ready to, hang out with your loved ones, when you create something, when you're hanging around the house. I have a playlist for when I meditate, when I journal, when I'm getting dressed, getting ready for something. I have different music playlists that I have curated for different parts of my life. That is glamorizing my life. Like, who does that? I do. You have a music soundtrack? Yes. I have a soundtrack for my life. I do, and I deserve it. Why don't I? I'm the star of this movie. Main character energy. Okay. I'm going to share this because I think it's really, really, look, I done changed my seated position. I'm like, let me get into it. Create a retreat for yourself. This is something that you can do when you have time to do it, right? I want you to pick a day where you're shampooing and conditioning your hair, where you're playing the soundtrack of your softest, most glamorous life, where you're doing the face mask, where you're taking the bath, where you're meditating and journaling a whole day from beginning to end of everything that you can do to make yourself feel good. So we're going to have this retreat, this day, solo retreat. That's what we're going to call it, a solo retreat day. Solo, meaning just you. You are the curator of this retreat for yourself. Nobody is at home with you. So this solo retreat day is going to be a day for you when nobody else is with you. Hopefully you can get some alone time at home, if possible. If you can't, find a location. Maybe wait till the weather is nice and do these things outside the home. Listen, if you need some guidance in how to make this happen in your life, hit me up in the comments, wherever, and I can help you do this because this is something I do, life-changing. I go through things. I don't care what your career is. We all go through things, and there are things that work. I help clients get through things, and I see there are things that work. You deserve to have a solo retreat day. This day is filled with everything that speaks to you, that feels good to you. For me, prime example, this is my retreat solo day, my solo retreat day. I wake up at 4 a.m. I do my prayer. I do some yoga, meditate, work out, shower, facial, bubble bath. And yes, I said shower and then I said bubble bath because I got to shower before I take a bath, okay? That's just me. Some people do it the other way around, but I'm going to need you to do both. You can't just bathe in the tub without showering. You got to do... Look, that's just my little thing. I feel like I have to shower, get clean, and then I soak. Just a thought. But yeah, the bubble bath, the facial. I'm definitely at that point, whenever I get hungry, I'm going to have a healthy meal. I'm going to juice. I'm going to eat something very healthy and refreshing. I am going to journal. I'm going to read my Bible. I'm going to read a motivating word. I am going to listen to a motivational video. And I'm going to end my day with thanks and gratitude. I'm getting emotional a little bit, not crying emotional, but sharing my retreat solo day with you guys. I feel vulnerable, but I feel like I want to do this tomorrow. I feel like, yeah, this is my thing. Yes. And my solo retreat day is not going to look like anybody else's. I guarantee it. Even if you say, oh, I want to do that, it's still going to look different because it's going to be yours. But imagine one day a month or every 3 months when you do this. Imagine that. You deserve that. Like, life is not guaranteed. When we are gone, we can have no regrets. Why regret not taking care of yourself, not putting yourself first, not becoming the woman that you want to be? You have to be her before you can become her. She just is not going to magically appear. So the things that you want her to enjoy, give it to her. And this is why I call my business, my recipe, my therapy, is because it is truly therapeutic to have the recipe to the things that feel good, that matter for you. Is your own. Like I said, you can't copy and paste this thing, sis. You got to create it. But in order to create it, you got to really do some self-reflection and think about what it is that I enjoy. What do you enjoy? Do you know? Do you know what matters to you? Do you know what feels good to you? I now know what feels good to me. I'm 43 years old. I wish, did y'all feel that? I wish I knew in my 20s what mattered to me, what I deserved, what felt good to me, what I needed to be mentally, physically, and emotionally well. I wish. So it is my life's work to help others. Whether you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. No matter the age. It's not even funny. It's serious. Like, no matter the age, it's okay to have dreams and aspirations while you are here. What do you want your legacy to be? How do you want to be remembered? And how do you want to have felt during your time here? It matters. I think in part one, I mentioned your lounge. No, I think I was talking about sleepwear, right? Satin it up, cotton it up, make it sexy, sis. I don't care who you sleeping with. I don't care where you sleeping at. You deserve to look good and feel good in your nightwear. But don't forget about your loungewear. Your loungewear, the clothes that you lounge around in, it should not be raggedy. Unless you like raggedy. Now, if you like raggedy, go for it. Me, myself, personally, don't you love when people say that? Me, myself, personally, like, well, who else? Well, I don't know. Personally, I feel that I want to, when I'm lounging around the house, I want to feel sexy, soft, pretty, attractive to not only me, but my man, but appropriate because I have a 17-year-old son that lives with us, right? He lives in the house. He has not gone away to college yet. So I want to be appropriate, but still sexy, sensual, soft, and pretty. In my loungewear, glamorize it, find it on sale, look at your bargain sites and order some for you. Budget it in, sis. And I know we all have different budgets. Some people can afford the Louis Vuitton pajamas and all of that. I don't care how much money I have. I'm not spending no certain amounts of money on certain things. Some people feel like once they get that amount of money, they will. That's why I say it's your recipe, your therapy. What works for you, it works for you. Own that. But your loungewear sets, invest in it. Let it coordinate. Let it feel good. Let it be comfortable. Let it be appropriate and stylish. But let it be yours. Let it match you and your personality. And yet, be glamorous. Like, be glamorous. What you lounge around in should be comfortable and pleasing to you. Okay? Glamorize it. And when I say glamorize it, that is your highest version of that specific thing. It does not mean have rhinestones, because some people hate rhinestones, right? When I say glamorize, please don't get it twisted. I am not talking about feathers, right, and diamonds, unless that's what you like me. That's what I like. Your nighttime, skin time ritual. Glamorize it. Give yourself an abundance of it every single day. Let me tell you something. I've become so disciplined with my skincare ritual at night. I can be beat tired. I'm going to do that skincare. And then I'm going to get into bed because I know how important my skin is for me. If I have a breakout, it messes with my confidence. I'm messing with it. I'm picking at it. I'm trying to cover it up. Don't nobody want to deal with that. So I'm very serious about my skin time, nighttime, and daytime ritual. But create one. Glamorizing your self-care. When you do your rituals, your skincare rituals, and I'm talking about your face, your body, right? You got skin all over. Slow down. I'm going to need you to slow down. Listen to me, sis. Slow down and really feel your skin. Really feel it. Take your time. Massage your products on your body nice and slow. Have your favorite music playing in the background. Lock the bathroom door, okay? I'm going to need you to really tap in to the most glamorous part of yourself. This is your skin, the biggest organ of your body. Appreciate it, take heed to it, and take care of it. That ritual, don't rush through it. Enjoy it. Take care of your skin so your skin can take care of you, so you can show up confidently, feeling good about your skin. Not only how it looks, but how it feels, right? So Do it slowly, massage it in gently. That adds a touch of luxury that we all deserve. Slow down. And I'm going to add to that a little bit, because when you slow down and you're massaging your products into your body, if there is anything abnormal, you will feel it. So when I say massage slowly and gently, I'm talking about over your breasts, over your face, your neck. If you feel any lumps or anything abnormal, take note of it and seek medical advice on it. I remember recently, like maybe a few months ago, I'm in the shower and I'm taking my own advice, right? I'm in there and I'm washing and I'm massaging and I'm feeling, and I'm doing it slow and gently, and I feel something under my armpits. I'm like, is that a lump? I feel the other one. Is that, I got 2 lumps? So when I went to the doctor, I'm like, Doc, can you feel this? And she said, you know what? Let's do a scan. Because as you may know, if you've listened to any other of my episodes, maybe, I don't think I mentioned it that much, but I am a cancer warrior. And lumps is something I don't want. None of us want it, right? But as a cancer warrior, you definitely are taught to look out for these things. So if you feel something, say something. So yeah, it was a scary process, and dealing with these appointments and how things line up in the post-pandemic days, I guess we can say that. You got to wait like 2 months to get certain appointments. So I had to wait a few months in order to figure out what was going on. And thank God, all glory to God, that it ended up being nothing alarming. They did not detect any signs of disease at that time. So I'm so grateful for that. But I'm not playing around. I'm going to take my time and massage my body when I'm putting on the oils and doing my facials and skincare. Yes, it's a luxurious self-care thing, but it's also how you can detect certain things and slow down and give yourself that. In closing, I just want to, when we talk about glamorizing our self-care, these self-care things that we need to glamorize are the things that are really important in our well-being, in our personal development, in our reduction of stress, in our boosting of our self-esteem, in our productivity, in our physical well-being and mental well-being, and all the things. Therapy, counseling, do it. An abundance of it. Saturate your life with it appropriately, right? And you can glamorize that even. You can do it virtually now. You can literally set the tone to your session, log in, and have your therapy or counseling session in your environment that you have spruced up. Make it enjoyable. But these are the things that fill us, that change us, that develop us, that elevate us. I'm so passionate about this because I know the change that comes from it. And I will be speaking about this topic a lot because I've done a lot of soul searching in the hiatus that I took, right? And in this soul searching, I realized that it is about self-care. It's how we care for ourselves, because we're talking about transformation, elevation, becoming our best selves. In order to do that, we got to take care of ourselves the best. Saturating our lives with self-care and glamorizing our self-care. That's what it's about. So I'm going to wrap here. I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. I am your life coach, your transformational life coach. If you do need some accountability, some guidance, some support in your transformation, please reach out. There's nothing that I love more than to help women transform into the woman that they want to become. From where I started to where I am now. And let me tell you something, I'm not done. It's a work in progress. But seeing the transformation that I did within myself, oh my goodness, and how it feels. And knowing that this is possible. Who would ever think this was possible for me to be living the life that I live right now? I'm going to help as many women as I can live their best life. So you can absolutely give yourself everything that you need, and then you can expect it from other people. But we got to give it to ourselves first. So I love it here. I thank you for coming and spending this time with me. I hope you were able to take something away, and leave something in the comments. Let me know something, y'all. Let me know what you want to talk about, what y'all want to hear about, because I got topics for days and I'm going to come with it. I just hope it's something that can inspire you and encourage you to be great. So until next time, thank you for tuning in. This is Queen's Elevation Station with your host, Teniqua Denise.